We have mountains of evidence, and now we're ready to bring them in. We're in the downhill phase of this investigation now because we have so many documents, and we can bring these people in for depositions or committee hearings, whichever they choose, and we can ask these questions with evidence.
That is MAGA Republican James Comer saying, and I quote, "We can bring these people in for depositions or committee hearings, whichever they choose."
Whichever they choose.
I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. As we previously reported, Hunter Biden sent a letter to the MAGA Republican leadership in the House of Representatives, James Comer and Jim Jordan, stating that Hunter Biden would testify before the full House Oversight Committee in public in a transparent way. Hunter Biden put no other limitations other than do it in public, do it before the American people so everybody could see. You would think that the MAGA Republicans who wake up every morning uttering Hunter Biden's name with some new conspiracy theory would be salivating for the opportunity to have a public forum to cross-examine Hunter Biden. They've purportedly been working on this for years. They purportedly have all of this evidence and they're whistleblowers and everything. So you have the opportunity to cross-examine Hunter Biden in public. And what do the MAGA Republicans do? They reject it. And now they're saying that if Hunter Biden doesn't sit for a secret deposition before the committee, not in public, if Hunter Biden doesn't sit for a secret deposition where these MAGA Republicans have demonstrated that they manipulate and alter the data, they are going to move to hold him in contempt of Congress because he wants to do it in public. Not making this up. Let's go take a look at the dueling letters. First, let me show you the letter from the MAGA Republicans led by James Comer. Let me show you Hunter Biden's response. Here's the letter from December 6th to Hunter Biden's lawyer, Abby Lowell. Dear Mr. Lowell, on November 8th, 2023, we issued subpoenas to your client, Robert Hunter Biden, for a deposition on December 13th, 2023. We received your letters dated November 28th, 2023 and December 6th, 2023 concerning the deposition subpoenas. Contrary to the assertions in your letter, there is no, quote, choice for Mr. Biden to make. The subpoenas compel him to appear for a deposition on December 13th. If Mr. Biden does not appear for his deposition on December 13th, 2023, the committee will initiate contempt of Congress proceedings. Now, I don't care what political party you are with here. Does that make any sense to you at all? Because Hunter Biden has chosen, based on a choice that we all saw that James Comer put out there on the show that I said, because he said that he wants to do this in public and no other limitations under penalty of perjury, that you're going to hold him in contempt of Congress as Hunter Biden's being cooperative and collaborative throughout this process and giving you more than what you should possibly be asking for. Here's the letter from Abby Lowell to James Comer and Jim Jordan. Dear Chairman Comer, we write again to communicate the choice we made following your October 31, 2023 statement on the Benny Show. It's a footnote right there that says, contrary to your recent public statements, Mr. Biden is not seeking special treatment. The other witnesses have opted for a different choice, and how they provide the committee with testimony is simply a different choice than Mr. Biden is making. Then Abby Lowell, Hunter Biden's lawyer, cites what you just saw at the beginning of this video. Quote, we're in the downhill phase of this investigation now because we have so many documents and we can bring these people in for deposition or committee hearings, whichever they choose. You heard James Comer say it. That's why I played it at the outset. The letter goes on to say, this choice also reflects your September 13th, 2023 statement on Newsmax. Quote, Hunter Biden is more than welcome to come in front of the committee. He's invited today. We will drop everything. And your November 8th, 2023 statement in your cover letter addressed to me, quote, given your client's willingness to address this investigation publicly up to this point, we would expect him to be willing to testify before Congress. As indicated in my November 28, 2023 letter, Mr. Biden has offered to appear at a hearing on the December 13, 2023 date you have reserved, or another date this month to answer any question pertinent and relevant to the subject matter stated in your November 8, 2023 letter. He is making this choice because the committee has demonstrated time and time again it uses closed-door sessions to manipulate, even distort the facts and misinform the American public. A hearing would ensure transparency and truth in these proceedings. We look forward to working out the schedule.
Let's stop cutting down trees to make toilet paper. Now, it's true, humans are cutting down tens of thousands of trees every day just to supply the American need for toilet paper. And the worst part is that when we use trees for toilet paper, it's just one use and done. It obviously can't be recycled or reused, so it just goes straight into our water system. That's why I made the switch to real paper. Real is 100% bamboo, so we're using a plant that grows fast, can be harvested and regenerated, think like the grass in your lawn, and doesn't impact the entire ecosystems of forests. Real is the best kind of eco-friendly product because it doesn't feel like you're sacrificing something to help the earth. In fact, it feels like an upgrade. It's shipped free to my door in plastic-free packaging, and I could schedule it on a subscription so that it comes exactly when I need it. My favorite thing about Real, without getting too personal, is that it's super comfortable in those sensitive areas. Real paper is available in easy, hassle-free subscriptions or for one-time purchases on their website. All orders are conveniently delivered to your door with free shipping in 100% recyclable plastic-free packaging. If you head to realpaper.com/Meidas and sign up for a subscription using my code Meidas at checkout, you'll automatically get 30% off your first order and free shipping. That's realpaper.com/Meidas or enter our promo code Meidas to get 30% off your first order plus free shipping. Let's make a change for good this year and switch to Real Paper. Real is a paper for the planet.
Before all of these back and forths and before Hunter even offered to show up at a public testimony before the House Oversight Committee, I had Democratic Congressmember Jared Moskowitz on the show, and he called exactly what MAGA Republican James Comer was doing out. He said, look, what James Comer wants to do is run to Hannity and have secret hearings and try the case through Fox and propaganda networks and not before the American people, because during these committee hearings where evidence is introduced and facts are observed transparently, you have these MAGA Republicans, James Comer, Jim Jordan, Marjorie Taylor Greene. They look horrible, and they're easily debunked to their faces at these hearings. By the way, as we show you here, these hearings on the MeidasTouch network here, watch over here what Congressmember Moskowitz said to me when we had him on a few weeks ago. Play the clip.
The chairman seemed to forget that Democrats get 50% of the time in the hearing. And so... yeah, you're right. He's just going on TV now, prosecuting this case in his mind on television, running to Sean Hannity. Sean, give me a hug. I need to tell my story. You know, like he's just doing that over and over rather than having a committee hearing to deny us the ability to pop the balloon, right? I can't imagine after last hearing where Comer had a mental breakdown and clearly needs a spa day. By the way, if he were to allow us to have another hearing, I may be wearing a Smurf tie, highly possible. May have a gift for him. Could be a plush Smurf, perhaps, that I bought on Amazon, maybe. They would now want to deny us the ability to explain to the American people what the facts and the truth are. So they're now even having less committee hearings and just talking to their echo chamber to deny Democrats getting the facts out there. I mean, look, it's terrible for democracy. It's terrible for Congress. It's terrible for the American people. But for their agenda, that seems to be a smart strategy, because when you don't have any facts or evidence and you allow Democrats to point that out in a hearing, doesn't go so well for the chairman, as we've seen hearing after hearing.
And then James Comer pretty much gave it all away, right? James Comer, after rejecting Hunter Biden's offer to testify publicly, you had James Comer go on all of the right-wing media, and what did he say? He said, well, we don't want to do it with Goldman and Jamie Raskin. Then he mocks Congressmember Moskowitz, goes, little Moskowitz. Is that what the name calling? Watch what he says here. Play the clip.
But, as these congressional investigation, these hearings go, you've got 20 members on each side that have 5 minutes each. We have tens of thousands of pages of documents where we need to sit down and ask specific substantive questions without filibustering, without interruptions, without going 5 minutes back and forth with Jamie Raskins and Dan Goldman and little Moskowitz jumping up and down, filing motions and trying to disrupt the committee hearings.
And then we've seen over and over again James Comer now doing exactly what Congressmember Moskowitz said that he was going to do, goes on all the right-wing media, and says things like this. Play the clip.
You can loan people money. If they pay you back, then you benefited directly from the influence peddling scheme.
And says things like this. Play the clip.
So it was no skin off Joe Biden's back. When my son needs help or my daughter who's in college needs help, I just give her money. Nobody ever pays me back.
And says things like this. Play the clip.
The reason we wanted to depose Hunter Biden, we want to say, what did you do to receive this income? If it was in fact lobbying, if he was a lobbyist for China, then that's called a foreign agent, and he's an unregistered foreign agent. And that's a penalty of up to 5 years imprisonment and $250,000 fine. And Joe Biden then was receiving direct benefit from his son being an unregistered foreign agent. So you could make a strong argument that Joe Biden violated the FARA laws as well.
So again, this should not be a partisan issue. This should just be an issue of transparency, what Hunter Biden's offering, and how the MAGA Republicans are responding to it. That's it. Those are just the facts. You decide for yourself, but those are the facts. That's the objective reality. Now, tell me how you feel in the comments below. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 2 million subscribers thanks to your support. And check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch. And have a great day.
Hey Midas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.